everybody, I'm Mike from Both Barrels Entertainment, and you are here to learn how to really save some cash. This is 8 ways to do just that, coming right up. Okay, so if you're like me and you own your own business, or you just can't count on a set amount coming in each week, it's hard to gauge what percentage to put up or what amount to put up to save, right? Right. So that's where we're gonna start. I think for me, the hardest part about saving is just getting started. Now, before any of this, let's remember the golden rule. It's not what you make, it's what you spend. It's what you're spending. So let's start there. So number 1, record your expenses. You have to know how much is going out. Every coffee. It's hot. Every tank of gas. Every snack. You want to be able to see how much it takes for you, say, in a 30-day period to live. And then once you've got your data, you can categorize it. Rent and mortgage, utilities, groceries, and so on. Now, once you see what you're spending in a month, you can make a workable budget. Your budget is going to show you how your expenses measure up to your income. From here, you can actually plan what you're going to spend, and you're able to limit overspending. And don't forget, there are things you can't predict. Cars break down, houses need fixed, so make sure you keep that in mind when making your budget. So now you have the details on what's coming in and what's going out. You may have even found some areas that could be cut out completely, but with this info, you can now start planning to save money. I used to have the 10% rule. No matter how much it was, $100, $1,000, I would put 10% in the bank before I would do anything else with it. But unfortunately, nowadays, $10 is gas to get back and forth to work for a few days, right? Right. So, I looked at my record of expenses and realized there could be some cutbacks made, like dining out. So, I started bringing my lunch to work. A loaf of bread, a pack of ham, a thing of cheese. It was about $7. And I ate all week long at work. I looked at my record of expenses. I was doing about $7 a day, every day on lunch, not even realizing it. So I cut that to a fraction just by bringing my own lunch. So you see the difference. You have to identify the non-essentials. You have to make savings a regular expense, just like gas or groceries. Savings needs to be included in that too. Okay, so from here is the hard part. You must choose something to save for. One of the best ways I found to save money is to set a goal. Goal! It could be anything. And with the previous information you have from the first 2 steps, you can actually estimate how long it's going to take for you to achieve those goals. I break it down like this. First, short-term goals. That's anything that I can achieve with like 1, 2, maybe even 3 years. Like a down payment for a new car, or even a vacation. Then, long-term goals. Anything that's going to take 4, 5, or even more years to achieve, like my retirement fund. There are other options like an IRA and other investments, but those are usually associated with some risks along the way. But of course, those are always some options. But do your homework. So while you're doing all this, remember to decide what the priorities are with your money. After your expenses and income, your goals are going to have the biggest impact on the way you save money. And remember, long-term goals like retirement should never take a backseat to short-term goal needs. Prioritizing your money can really give you a clear idea on where you can start saving. Like if you need to move soon, you can actually start planning for it.
BAM!
So by now you may have noticed a little extra money in your pocket, and knowing it takes the right tools to do the job, that brings us to our next step. Pick the right tools. Like if you're saving for short-term goals, consider using a savings account. or even a high yield savings account, which has a higher interest rate than the regular one. Or ask your bank about a money market account. Those have a variable interest rate, which means your rate could grow as your savings do. For long-term goals, consider an individual retirement account, or IRA. Those are tax-efficient savings accounts.
Ooh, you suck!
So like I said before, you have to include savings as a regular expense. Make savings automatic. These days, almost all banks offer phone apps you can do all sorts of things from. Transfer money between checking and savings. If you get direct deposit, some banks let you automatically put a set amount into savings each week as your checks come in. And to keep the change option some banks have, great ways to add to savings. These things are designed so you don't even have to think about it. And they're great ways to reduce the temptation of spending. Last but not least, watch your savings grow. Check your progress every month or so to see how you're doing. This will help you stick to your savings plan, and you'll be able to see any problems that arise and be able to fix them quickly.
BAM!
Alright, so there you have it. That's 8 ways to actually save money. Develop a plan, stick to it. If you like this video, or you just want to show us some love, hit that like button. If you want to see more like this, and so much more that we have planned, hit that subscribe button, because that's the only way you're going to see it. Thanks again for watching.